WISN 12 News this morning.
On this Wednesday morning, a live look of Fiserv Forum coming up in just a few minutes. Chris Swaim is live with the details on tonight's preseason opener. It's the Bucks against the Bulls and the first game at the new arena.
It is, and a good night to possibly be inside to watch a game because rain's on the way for the evening.
And especially during the evening, that would be our best shot at rain and a few storms that would head our way this evening and a little bit into the overnight. Now, we're dry this morning. There are a few clouds around, and currently temperatures are showing up 60 or better across most of southern Wisconsin. We find the airport in at 61 degrees at this hour. Here's a quick peek at Waukesha, where it's 57. Showers and storms, a few well to our north, up and over that warm front. Now, the warm front's our game player for today. It'll bring us rain and a few storms with a cool front tonight. But this morning, what we're talking about is gradual clearing. I expect a partly sunny to mostly cloudy sky for today. Breezy and warm with highs near 80 degrees. Now, if the clouds are a little more stubborn, we'll be just a touch cooler. We will keep an eye on a cool front for tonight, and it'll likely trigger rain and a few storms during the evening hours. I'm thinking after 6, 7, 8 o'clock tonight. And then for tomorrow, we get back to fall with the sun-cloud mix. It'll be breezy with highs in the upper 50s.
All right, Sally, thank you so much. We appreciate that. New this morning, a traffic stop led to a deadly rollover crash on Milwaukee's south side.
Eden Checkle is live in the newsroom for us. Eden, I know you're trying to get new information on this.
Yeah, so what we know right now is that one person is dead. 2 other passengers are seriously hurt after a violent crash happened here at 21st and National. First responders have spent the night there. They are still there investigating, gathering evidence. Now, officers first responded to a call about a reckless driver near 12th and Burnham around 11:15 last night. And when they tried to pull the car over, the driver sped away. Officers say the driver lost control about 15 minutes later and ended up hitting parked cars on 21st Street. Now, fire officials say this crash pinned the 3 people in the car. The driver was a 19-year-old man. He died at the scene, even though first responders tried to save him. And then a 20-year-old man and a 22-year-old woman were sent to the hospital. They are still there this morning, guys.
All right, Eden, any word on how those passengers who were riding in the car, how they're doing this morning?
So police say that they are seriously injured. They have not told us what kind of medical attention they're receiving, but I did reach out to Milwaukee police. I asked them why this man was driving recklessly. I asked if alcohol played a factor. I still have not heard back yet, so when I hear back from them, I'll be sure to let you guys know as well.
All right, Eden Checkle live in our newsroom working to get new developments on the story from overnight. Eden, thank you.
Now it's time! The Colorado Rockies have gone on the road and defeated the Cubs to move on to the division series.
Fly the L flag, Brewers fans. The Colorado Rockies beat the Cubs in Chicago 2-1 after a 13-inning wild card game. So that means the Rockies advance to face the Brewers in Game 1 of the NL Division Series tomorrow night in Miller Park. And might have been asleep during this.
Oh, I totally was. I got up this morning, saw the breaking news alert. It was incredible to see that. But here's the rest of the schedule. The Brewers will also play the Rockies at home on Friday, and they will head to Colorado to play Game 3 on Sunday. 12 News' Hillary Mintz is live at Miller Park this morning, and there's a lot going on.
That's right, Hillary. It's a very exciting time for the Brew Crew. They're making history.
Yes, they are. First time in 7 years we're back in the playoffs. And this morning here, we have locked down the perfect tailgating spot. All we need is a grill, maybe some brats. Plenty of time for that. But inside here, Miller Park, they are getting this place ready for what's expected to be perhaps the loudest game from the fans that we've seen this season. Let's show you what crews were doing yesterday. Down on the field, they were painting that NLDS logo. They haven't been able to do that in so long. But there it was. Crews were also cutting the grass, making sure it's got a nice, freshly cut there for them to be out on the field. And this afternoon, the Brew Crew will be doing a workout here and just kind of making sure everything's ready to go before that first pitch, 4:07 Thursday. So, guys, it's going to be pretty rocking here, and I think it's fair to say definitely the hottest ticket in town.
Well, we know it's sold out. No surprise there. So what can people do so they don't miss out on this big game?
Right, so we've been doing some digging online. Yeah, you won't be able to buy tickets from the Brewers, but third-party sites are going to be your best bet. We've seen some standing room tickets just under $100. We've checked sites like StubHub and Vivid Seats. And so if you want to sit in the upper deck, maybe the 400 level, you'll have to pay a little bit over $100. So we'll see if any of that changes from now till game time. Also, if you can't make it, if you don't want to spend the money, there's another way to catch the game with a bunch of fans. Turner Hall Ballroom across from the Bradley Center will be hosting the official Brewers watch party. Doors open up there an hour before game time, so 3 p.m. And so that's going to be a very exciting place to be as well. Their grand reopening at Turner Hall is today. We're live at Miller Park. I'm Hillary Mintz, WISN 12 News This Morning.
Lots of unofficial watch parties happening, too.
I was just going to say plenty of options to make sure that we can all watch the game. Hillary, thank you. Well, one Cubs fan is writing an apology letter. Nathan Marzione is a Marquette freshman who is from Wisconsin and loves the Cubs. Well, back in Bucks, they are getting ready for what's shaping up to be an exciting day.
That's right, because it's the first game at the new arena. Finally, the Bucks will play the Chicago Bulls in their preseason opener tonight. Chris Swaim is joining us live at Fiserv Forum. Chris, you have a friend lurking in the background there.
Yeah, Bengal's always just out of reach, it seems like. Guys, yeah, it's a big game. Jabari Parker's coming back for the Bulls. And in the new arena, we're going to have a little bit of fun here with some of the rim rockers. Go ahead, Ryan.
We got some new light systems,
yeah.
So yeah, we're definitely excited about that.
Awesome. Lots of new toys to work with here, guys. I'm just glad that all worked out. Reporting live from Fiserv Forum, Chris Swaim, WISN 12 News.
Whoa, what in the world was that?
You got the rim rockers, you got all the other entertainment that happens between timeouts and halftime. Looking forward to it all, Chris. Thank you.
I want to see Chris doing a flip.
Yep.
Ooh, that was a good one. I want to see Chris doing a flip coming up in this next hit. Thank you. Now we want to get a check of traffic. Matt Salemi is joining us in the studio because low clouds mean the chopper's on the ground.
Yep, another morning with those low clouds and the chopper staying in the hangar. If you're getting ready to head out, we do have a crash reported. It is on 43, and it is in the northbound lanes. Let's back it up here. There we go. And it is northbound, and it's just before Capitol Drive at the Keefe Atkinson exit. And check out that delay. Already back into the North Avenue curve. So they've got 2 lanes blocked there. I'll keep an eye on it and let you know as soon as they get this opened up.
Okay, we'll check back with you soon. Thank you. President Trump went on the attack in his latest rally.
What neighborhood was it in? I don't know. Where's the house? I don't know. Upstairs, downstairs, where was it? I don't know.
Well, the president slammed the woman who has accused Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh of sexual misconduct. We'll have a closer look from that rally ahead on WISN 12 News this morning.
Plus, several people arrested in a celebrity burglary sting. What luxury items? Never put that you're going out of town on social media. It's hard. We all do it, but there's a lesson.
All right, it's 6:15, and just in time for the holidays, a major toy store could reopen its doors.
Eden Shekel will join us in the studio with the details on the Toys R Us revival that's in the works.
And as we head out to break right now, let's take a live look outside. A warm-up for today with possible sun peeking out. Have a full check of the forecast when we come back. 12 News Time, 6:18, and a big box retailer could be making a comeback.
Eden Shekel is joining us live in the studio. And Eden, this could make a lot of people happy because Toys R Us closed all of its stores.
That's right, Adrienne and Sheldon. Toys R Us stores around the country closed in late June following low sales. And I recall lots of folks were sad and even said it felt like a piece of their childhood was missing. But now we're finding out that closure may not be permanent. Court documents obtained by the Wall Street Journal show a planned auction to sell the brand rights has now been canceled. It appears that a reorganization is in the works. The business has not commented so far, but early on, the former CEO for Toys R Us had been meeting with potential investors for a reboot. So, Adrienne and Sheldon, it's looking like the company worked something out, and it could be a good sign for the more than 30,000 employees who lost their jobs.
Yeah, I think that's a good thing to keep in mind. It's not just the shoppers, but the employees. Yeah. So do we know in what capacity Toys R Us would return? Would it be the same as before?
At this point, that's unclear. There's no word if all 740 stores will reopen. It just appears that there is a reorganization in the works. Now, will it be like Boston Store comeback? That's the question. If you remember last month, CSC Generation, which bought the rights to all Bon-Ton stores, announced it's bringing Boston Store back, but mainly online with a couple of brick and mortar stores. So we'll have to see what exactly happens with Toys R Us. But again, this is a good start for those people who had lost their jobs and for folks who were sad to see it leave.
Yeah. All right, Eden, thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Yeah, I think that was a part of childhood, and a lot of people felt like their kids were totally missing out by not having Toys R Us.
I spent a lot of time in there as a parent.
Yes.
You know, toys and diapers and, you
now
know,
it's just an emotional roller coaster. Maybe it's back, maybe it's not.
Maybe it's back, maybe it's not. Don't get too excited. We might see Jeffrey, we might not. Well, you know,
the star.
I don't know. But we do have, you know, speaking of back and forth, plenty of that in temperatures. 80 today, 59 tomorrow, upper 70s again by early next week.
Wow.
So really sort of a roller coaster ride for us, but keeping an eye, we still have rain in the forecast off and on through at least Monday. And between now and Sunday, this is just an outlook of how much rain we could see, again, over several days, but easily the possibility of 2 to 4 inches of rain between now and Sunday. So those highs, they seesaw back and forth, and it is the tale of two seasons, certainly for today and tomorrow. And again, that rain is off and on through Monday. Linger earlier Saturday, and then once again come in later Sunday. Take a look at Monday, Tuesday, 76 and 78.
So just a roller coaster for forever.
Well, I don't know that forever.
Well, no, but it just
It'll
seems
be
like
the dead
the
of
last
winter
week.
soon.
Great, yeah, soon enough, you know, we'll
Yeah.
be stuck in the 20s and 30s. So I, for one, will take a little bit of this.
Yes.
Hopefully the sun peaks out for a little bit because I'm missing it.
Yes,
been
we
a
do
while.
get some sun.
Good, good. All right, Sally, thank you. Still ahead, Milwaukee fast food workers are joining a national movement.
A major strike planned for today involving multiple fast food chains. How it could affect you as you're out and about. We'll explain the workers. In your business headlines, several major stores are already committing to closing on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, bestblackfriday.com says at least 60 stores will not open their doors on November 22nd. That's Thanksgiving Day. Costco, Marshall's, Home Depot, and TJ Maxx are some of the retailers on the list. All right, some retailers, though, say that they will still have online sales. We have the whole list of stores on our website, wisn.com.
And don't worry, we'll be open.
Yes, the news never sleeps. Happening today, Milwaukee fast food workers are joining a nationwide strike demanding union rights and a $15 living wage. Local cooks and cashiers will strike starting at 11:30 this morning. They'll be focusing on the right to union at McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, and other fast food chains.
Jamie Dornan is on Ellen today.
Yeah, Ellen pays tribute to Dornan's Christian Grey character with a montage of some steamy moments from 50 Shades of Grey.
We're all sad to say goodbye to Christian Grey. I'm sure you are too. So we put together a montage to say goodbye. So let's go out to commercial.
Is this appropriate for morning TV?
It's going to get everybody up.
We cut that off real quick. Author, actress, and upcoming late-night host Busy Phillips. Sorry. Also makes an appearance, and you can catch more after 12 News at 11 and GMA Day. Then after Ellen, stay tuned for 12 News at 5 with Toya and Patrick.
So you're not going to tune in? That's not going to give you...
Oh, I will. I'm sure I will.
Incentive to tune in. All right, 12 News time at 6:28, and police swarmed a Waukesha neighborhood.
They found 2 men dead inside a home. What we know about this investigation still ahead this morning.
And as we head to break, here's a live look outside of Fiserv Forum. This is where the Bucks are playing tonight. But you know what? We are holding on to summer for a little bit longer, at least for one more day. Sally Severson will explain in her full forecast coming up.
And 12 News this morning.
This Wednesday morning, we start with a live look here at Miller Park. The NL Division Series is set with the Brewers hosting the Colorado Rockies.
Well, investigators found 2 bodies inside a Waukesha home. We'll tell you why police are calling their deaths suspicious.
At 6:31, though, we start with a police chase that led to a deadly rollover crash on Milwaukee's south side.
Yeah, 12 News' Eden Chuckle joins us from the newsroom with details that she's been working on getting throughout the night. Eden.
Good morning. The scene is cleared now, but this is what it looked like last night and even early this morning at 21st and National. This is where a violent crash happened. A tow truck company removed 3 cars within the last hour. The car that rolled over and the 2 other vehicles the driver hit. Now, here's what happened. At around 11:15 last night, Milwaukee police got a call about a reckless driver near 12th and Burnham. Officers tried to pull the driver over, but instead he ran away. Now, police say about 15 minutes later, the driver lost control. He ended up smashing into parked cars on 21st Street. Fire officials say all 3 people were stuck in the car.
Upon our arrival, we found 3 patients involved in the car that was damaged. We had 2 patients that we transported to Frederick Hospital, and the 3rd patient that we called on scene as having passed away from their injuries.
The driver of that car is a 19-year-old man. First responders tried to save him, but he was pronounced dead at the scene. A 20-year-old man and 22-year-old woman are at the hospital this morning being treated for serious injuries. Guys?
And I know this is still very much an active investigation, Eden, but is there any word on why that driver may have been driving recklessly?
I reached out to Milwaukee police. I asked them that question. I asked why was he driving recklessly and if alcohol had played a factor. I still have not heard back yet. So once I hear from them, I'll let you guys know.
All right, Eden Checkle reporting live in our newsroom this morning. Eden, thank you.
Now to a live look at Fiserv Forum this morning. It's the Bucks against the Bulls in the first preseason opener tonight, and it's a big deal because it's the first game at Fiserv Forum, and you know, maybe good to be inside because we're expecting some rain.
We are expecting a little bit of rain, but they broke into place with a couple of concerts already, and I'm starting this morning with just a beautiful sky out there. Still a lot of low cloudiness, and temperatures continue to warm quickly. We're already 61 degrees at the airport. We'll push out at least some of the cloudiness during the day today, but you can see overall we're dry. There could be a stray sprinkle or two.
Thank you, Matt. At 6:35, the Colorado Rockies defeated the Cubs in Chicago 2-1 after a 13-inning wild card game last night. You might have been asleep by the time this ended. So that means the Rockies advance to face the Brewers in Game 1 of the NL Division Series tomorrow at Miller Park. Looking forward to that. An hour. Hillary Mintz is live there this morning. And Hillary, a lot of preparations are going into this historical game.
Right, a lot of preps and a lot of shopping, Adrian, has been going on. So many fans coming to the team store here, grabbing those NL Central champion shirts so they can wear them here at the game tomorrow. And as you can see right there, our crew, our October, that's what it's all about. They are getting this place ready to be rocking tomorrow afternoon. Let's show you what the field prep looked like. It's going to be happening all over the place, all over Wisconsin, as they take in Game 1 of the NLDS Series. For now, we are live at Miller Park. I'm Hillary Mintz, WISN 12 News This Morning.
No shortage of opportunities to watch this game tomorrow and Friday. Hillary, thank you.
We want to give you a look at the rest of the schedule. Here it is on your screen. The Brewers will also play the Rockies at home on Friday. They will head to Colorado to play Game 3 there on Sunday. Now, taking you to a rally in Mississippi, the president mocked an accuser of his Supreme Court nominee, Brett Kavanaugh. It comes as the FBI investigates Kavanaugh's past. Jennifer Davis is live in Washington with the latest.
Sheldon and Adrian, new this morning, a Republican official reportedly says the FBI's investigation.
A Georgia football player's death is highlighting the dangers of playing football.
Our Eden Checkle is in the studio for us now. Eden, this is a devastating loss for a small Georgia community.
Yeah, the Pike County community has been rallying in support following the death of 16-year-old Dylan Thomas. Thomas lost consciousness on the sidelines of a game just last Friday and died from a brain injury 2 days later.
He was coherent. He was talking. Yes, coach, I'm fine. Just my leg feels a little weird. You know, get me the heck up and get me back to the sideline.
Weber said officials are not sure when or how Dylan was injured in the game, but his parents apparently prepared for their son's safety by even purchasing a top-of-the-line helmet.
Yeah, and Eden, concussions and brain injuries in football, that's been a focal point for a lot of parents in youth sports. Is the school down in Georgia doing anything different on how they handle football-related injuries after this situation?
The Georgia High School Association actually released a statement about Dylan's death saying, quote, there is no indication of any negligent action by anyone associated with Pike County. The coaches had taken every precaution to prepare for potential injuries and went beyond the required standards when working within the concussion protocol. So that's their comment this morning.
A sad story and certainly concerning for a lot of parents there. Thank you, Eden.
Well, new this morning from overseas, you might remember this helicopter escape from a French prison. Well, police say Redouane Fade is now back behind bars. Fade is one of France's most notorious gangsters. He escaped prison twice, and the latest escape was in July. Police found him in a small town north of Paris.
They'll be watching him closely. The UN's highest court ordered the U.S. to lift some sanctions on Iran, specifically on imports of humanitarian goods like medicine and food, as well as spare parts for equipment and aviation. The International Court of Justice ruled on the case Iran filed in July in response to President Trump's sanctions and withdrawal from the nuclear deal. The U.S. is expected to challenge the ruling in a future hearing. So we're just learning about this within the last few hours, and we'll keep you updated on what happens there. In the meantime, tough to believe we're going to 80 today.
We are 80 today, and I have temperatures mid to upper 70s for Monday and Tuesday of next week. Now, we are going to cool down again tomorrow, but take a look. This is our camera mounted in Racine, and you can see there are plenty of boat and sailboat owners that are like,
The morning rush starts with an urgent manhunt. 53-year-old Kirby Wallace is one of Tennessee's most wanted, and he has been on the run for more than a week now. He is accused of killing 2 people during a violent crime spree. Authorities say that he is heavily armed and dangerous. Los Angeles police arrested 4 people in a sophisticated burglary operation targeting celebrities. Police say it's connected to 24 break-ins, including the burglaries of singer Rihanna and LA Dodgers Yasiel Puig. The LAPD confiscated more than $50,000 in cash and a number of luxury items. Well, authorities stopped multiple packages at the Pentagon suspected of containing ricin. Officials say the packages were addressed to President Trump and Secretary of Defense James Mattis. The mail did make it into the Pentagon's mail facility. That's where officials in protective gear secured the area to test out that mail. Well, the white Chicago police officer who shot a black teenager 16 times in 2014 took the stand in his own trial. Jason Van Dyke told jurors that he was worried Laquan McDonald might go into a nearby business with a knife and thought other officers were in danger. Closing arguments in that case could start as soon as Friday. 12 News Time 6:55, and time to get a check of the roads. Matt Salemi's in studio because a chopper is grounded.
That's right, low cloud deck again this morning. If you're getting ready to head out, we've been watching crash cleanup. They just cleared this crash at Keefe, but check it out. The delay is still in place all the way back to the Market Interchange, adding up to an 18-minute ride right now northbound from downtown up to Brown Deer, 11 minutes in the southbound lanes. We're also starting to see the regular delays build in, 94 east and westbound around the stadium, and pushing both directions through the Hale Interchange and outside. Things are getting busier, but the pavement is dry, and good news is that crash is gone.
All right, Matt, thank you so much. We want to get back to a story that we have been following all morning long. A police chase led to a deadly crash. Officers tried pulling over a car near 12th and Burnham before midnight. That's when the driver sped off before crashing at 21st and National. Milwaukee fire officials confirm a 19-year-old man died at this scene. A 20-year-old man and a 22-year-old woman are recovering at the hospital at this hour.
Now let's go to our Hillary Mintz. She's live at Miller Park this morning, where the Brewers will host the Rockies. Hillary, and we know the tickets are already sold out for tomorrow.
The entire division is sold out, Adrian, and we know Miller Park here, every seat will be filled, perhaps everybody standing up as they cheer on the Brew Crew to what we hope is a victory tomorrow afternoon. A lot of prep, though, to be had in the meantime, inside and outside the ballpark. We were there as crews yesterday were painting the NLDS logo right on the field. Crews also gave the grass a nice trim, fresh cut there. Now, the Brew Crew will be back in action this afternoon for a workout as they prepare for the first pitch at 4:07 against the Colorado Rockies right here at Miller Park. As we mentioned, it is sold out. Some tickets still available on third-party sites. Guys, I was here in 2011. I was on the field when they painted that NLDS logo last time. It's an exciting feeling when you see all these banners up, really letting you know how special it is that the Brewers are back in the postseason. We're live at Miller Park. I'm Hillary Mintz. Back to you guys.
Miller Park is ready, and we are too. Thank you, Hillary. And a big day for downtown Milwaukee. It's the grand opening of the Tavern at Turner Hall. Restaurant managers call it the newest incarnation of the historic Turner Hall restaurant. 12 News got to see some of the last-minute renovations before the grand opening.
Well, looking ahead, Vice President Mike Pence will be in Wisconsin again next week. He's scheduled to attend fundraisers in Green Bay and Eau Claire for Governor Walker. It's happening October 10th. This is video of the Vice President's last visit to Wisconsin in August for a fundraiser for Republican Senate candidate Leah Vukmir.
And continuing our Commitment 2018 election coverage in the race for governor, Democrat Tony Evers and his running mate Mandela Barnes live streamed a campaign trip between Appleton and Green Bay. The 45-minute drive was part of a campaign gimmick to mock Governor Walker for taking a state airplane for the same trip in 2016.
24 miles. That most people, there are a lot of hardworking people in the state of Wisconsin that actually drive that every day.
Well, you know, at least twice I've run 24 miles, so.
Evers and Barnes took calls from 3 Democrats and ended their trip with a news conference about cutting spending. The Wisconsin Republican Party released a statement reading, "Quite the variety show." At the end, audience members will be invited up to guess the total amount in tax increases needed to pay for the Evers agenda. Milwaukee Sausage Company Clements is breaking ground this afternoon, celebrating the expansion of its flagship facility on Chase Avenue. Company leaders, along with Governor Walker and Mayor Barrett, as well as Alderman Zielinski, will all be in attendance. Clements says it's expanding to meet demand for its products and strengthen its ties to Milwaukee. The festivities begin today at noon, and we know that the Bucks are also playing in the new arena, Fiserv Forum, for the first time.
That's right, and you know, I'm thinking we need to have baseball food here the next couple of days.
Oh, good call, Sally. I'll make a stop at the grocery.
A lot of people are going to be eating brats and thinking about a tailgate. Now, certainly for tomorrow. Now, for today, near 80 degrees. Will stay dry during the day. Storms headed our way for tonight. A few could be strong. It looks like the roughest of the weather lining up across northern Wisconsin. Breezy and cooler tomorrow and 59. Wet on Friday.
All right, real quick, Matt, how are the roads looking?
Yeah, reverse speed on 43 northbound. Crash cleared, but still some heavy delays.
All right, thank you so much for starting your day with us.